Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us on today. As above, so below, we're talking about that mercurial energy. This is definitely our Bible study day. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for being a support team of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. As you guys are being notified that we're live, my name is Apostle Eli. I've been eating candy, y'all, so my tongue is blue, so y'all please forgive me in addition. I want to thank God for each and every one of you guys for commenting, sharing those likes and those comments up under my video. Also to my TikTok family, my YouTube family, as well as my Patreon family and my church family. Hello to each and every one of you guys, and thank you so very much for being a part of these lives. Thank you also for the encouragement that many of you guys are talking about, how you are learning so much from a lot of the things that I teach on my platform, knowing that they're universal laws. I want to say hello to my madrina and hello to my Padrino, and to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. What's up there? Y'all chiming in strong. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got my baby, I think that's Scorpio, my baby Scorpio, Natasha. And then we got Libra from Wisconsin. We got Sister Triron Aries. We got Gemini from South Africa. We got my Taurus, Love in the house. And then we got my Karen O'Brien. All right there. Y'all were coming in strong. Karen O'Brien, my Gemini. Thank you guys so very, very much for being with us. But I am so excited about what is going on, and I appreciate all of the support and those that have visited my website. Yeah, that's a positive. Yeah. You know what? I was being extra today, but this was on my other desk. I got two desks in my house, but it's on my other desk, and I decided to put this on. But y'all know I'm feeling it. I'm just really, really feeling it. I want to say this is our Bible study night, and this is the night that I teach Bible study, and I share a lot of information regarding magic and spirituality. And I hope that my brothers and sisters universally understand that this is an opportunity for a lot of you guys to actually grow and develop. What's up there? Rogers in the house. Thank you so much for being with us from Cancer from North Carolina. We got Minister Mario, son of Ochosi Crown. We appreciate him as well, and we thank God for what God is doing in his life and to each and every one of y'all life, because let me tell y'all something. God is getting us ready for that great day, as the old people used to say in the church. To my brothers and sisters that grew up in the church and that you're no longer in the church, but you got church in you, I want to say salutations to you, and I don't blame you for leaving the church. And to all my brothers and sisters that's still in the church, you're a strong man and a strong woman. Praise God. We appreciate each and every one. What's up there, my tree Rhonda? And what's up there, Monique 444? My Cancer. Yes, baby. To all of my Christian buddies that come in here with your tomfoolery, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. Yes, this is what we're doing. We want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. I've been eating them. Y'all know them ring candies that are old school? I grew up on those candies with the little ring on it, so that I was tearing them up. That my tongue blue. I understand. But hey, we praise God for the blue tongue. Maybe I'm a Smurf. Maybe I didn't know it. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, this is going to be a good night. What's up there, Chastity? Oh, Chastity Chain Belt. All right there, Leo. Come on up in the upper room. Where we going to be at? All right, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This is going to be a good night of conjure. This is my Bible study night. So I take out time to actually teach y'all some things that I would teach in my normal Bible study setting. And I want y'all to understand something. Now, this is going to apply whether you an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Santeria, Mystic, Ajay. Don't apply if you're atheist, because this is about magic. So you got to believe in something, even if you believe in yourself. I also want to teach this because I believe that a lot of people underestimate this type of teaching that I'm going to talk about, and they lack the understanding and why it is good or not good to do this, okay? So we're going to be talking about tonight in my Bible study setting. And once again, thank you for the like button, hitting that like button, and also commenting in these live. We're going to talk about why pictures are used in magic. Why we utilize pictures in magic. It don't matter who you are. Papa Smurf, yes. That's experience. That when you see that gray or that white on the chin, that is nothing but experience. You better get you some. Yes, praise God. Anyway, so we're going to talk about this now. I'm going to show you Christian. Now, all of you that watch my live, y'all know I use the Bible to teach Christians not to demonize any ATR, because I'm going to show you conjure magic within the, and picture magic right in the Bible, and to show you why we utilize it and what's good and what ain't good. What's up, my Latondra Taurus in the house? And what's up there, Tattoo, my Sag? What it be? Now, I want to first start off with Exodus, the 20th chapter, verse 4. Exodus, the 20th chapter, verse 4. And I got some things I'm going to teach tonight. And listen, I'm not trying to be insulting. So don't take my lies as I'm trying to tell you how to practice magic. I'm trying to tell you, listen, if it worked for you, do it the way you do. I'm just teaching some universal principle that why people use pictures, why people use things of that nature, and does it work or don't work. I'm going to talk about it tonight, and I'm going to teach it, so therefore you have a scientific understanding why it is utilized and why some of you do not benefit. Because let me explain something. You can't really benefit stuff that you don't understand. You may get something out of it, but you don't get the full totality, because a lot of times people don't understand how this stuff works. And so I'm going to explain it a little better. So Exodus, the 20th chapter, verse 4. And remember, the Bible is really about us, okay? The Bible, and they just changed some figurine because it came right out of Kemet in Egyptology, okay? So we're going to talk about it. It says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Now, when we talk about graven image, we're talking about when they carve certain images of certain spirits or certain angels or certain deities. Now, let me explain why this is dangerous to an amateur or somebody that is not initiated in certain things. When you create statues or picture, well, we use pictures. And I want to show y'all something. Where is he? Oh, here. This right here is a spirit that I work with. He's called Saint Martin de Perez. Okay, he's a mystic. He's a healer. He's somebody that he's also known for levitation. He's known for working miracles when it comes to restoring health to people. And this is also something that we use in conjuring. Now, I'm explaining picture. Then we got Kali Ma. This is also an entity that is utilized for protection, also representing chaos and destruction. Okay. Do I have Babalu I8 picture up here? I got a statue over there. Now, let me explain something to you. Because we are all light beings, we are creatures of divine light. We're created by divine energy, frequency, and vibration. When you take a picture of something or you draw something, it carries the essence. There's a magic that is called sympathetic magic. Sympathetic magic. And it is based on the principle of like produces like, or correspondence or imitation. When you create something that imitates, now me and my son look a lot like, where even on Facebook, they call him, if I put my son picture on my Facebook page, they'll say Sam Ely, even though that's Trey, because we look so much alike. When it comes down to magic and energy, this is why we utilize pictures, because it captures the energy frequency of that particular person, that place, or that thing. When you get people that somebody takes your picture, they even on Facebook or even on YouTube, when they trying to do conjure against people, they screenshot our pictures because they capture a certain essence of who we are, or our spirit, or our energy. And let me explain something to y'all. It is just the truth. It doesn't matter if it's an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. Now, we can do a whole lot of good because I heal people through pictures. I work signs, wonders, and miracles in behalf of people through their pictures, protect them through law cases or whatever, or just do certain conjure in their behalf through their picture. And the reason why it works, because it captures that person's energy signature. It's a vibration, it's a frequency, and it captures their particular light. All of us have our own distinct light, frequency, and vibration. And so therefore, when somebody captures your image, then they're able to work on that image, hopefully in a positive manner. But we know we live in a society of trifling ass people, so everybody not gonna be out here doing good. But I cannot deny the negative. So but I'm gonna teach the positive of pictures and why we utilize pictures of people. When you want to send a spirit, or you want to send energy, or place a certain manifestation on a person, a place, or thing, you take a picture of that area, and you're able to manifest through that particular picture. They don't have to be in your house. They don't have to be around you. If they have your image, they can work with it. Hopefully they're doing good conjuring, they're blessing your image, but we know how these people are. But oh well. Sympathetic magic is about imitation. This is why you can get things that represent money. You can get things that represent sex. You can get things that represent wealth. You can get things that represent prosperity. This is all of this stuff. The reason why, and I'm going to explain why. This right here. This is I have these, or this is another image. Life. Let me see if I got enough. Hold on. Oh, that's the same thing. But anyway, or this right here is a tree of life. Now these are placed on shungite tablets. But my point is, what you have to understand, all these pictures, whether it is of a person, and this is what I mean by when it comes to magic. If you don't understand the science behind a thing, then you don't understand what's the point of him lighting a candle and placing it upon my picture. Because you don't understand that I'm able to send that energy, because your picture is a portal. Okay, the word portal, and another term, aka doorway. It is a doorway to that person, that place, or that thing. When we have certain sigils, or we have certain like this one right here. I'll show y'all this one. This sigil is let me see if y'all can see it. This is a sigil for Zadkiel. It's an archangel that rules over Thursday. Medifun Oya. That is the day of Oya as well. The reason why this stuff works is because it holds the frequency and the vibration of a said spirit, or a said energy, or vibration. And this is why people that really study magic understand that if you capture somebody's essence, I got that one. Yeah. If you working with a particular energy or frequency, and the reason why you need to be experienced, because these are doorways into that energy. If that energy, it's basically like, if you're not a part of that culture, or your ancestors did not work with this said spirit, then it's like walking into a door of somebody's house that you don't know. They're not going to be pleasant towards you because they don't know you. Okay? Getting pictures and not working with spirits and utilizing these spirits can travel in and out of these pictures. This is the same reason why in most of our cultures we put the pictures of our deceased upon our altars, because those pictures are portals or doorways that they can travel, because it's their image, it's their frequency, and they can travel it through those particular pictures. So this is the main reason why in most of our ATRs that we place the picture of deceased loved ones on our altar, giving them a doorway into that particular space, into our house. Some of us hang them up in certain places. But the point of putting them up is to give that energy or that spirit access. The reason why we we place veves, or we place patipimbas on the floor, because those are gateways, they are doorways. Any form of imagery in heaven, in earth, or under the earth, or even in the water, these are all symbols that represent an energy, a vibration, and a frequency. This is why we utilize it in magic. Okay, don't let nobody fool you. Now, if you want to enter into a doorway and say, you know what, Apostle bump you, I'm going to take a picture of you, and I'm going to work with your image. Well, then that's fine, ma'am or sir. But what you have to understand, once you knock on that door and that door is open unto you, you got to deal with what's ever behind that door. So just knocking on doors or getting images of people, places, and things, and you don't know what's all behind the door. Once you knock on that door and somebody answers, hopefully you did your due diligence and you did your due study and you did veneration that you can be received in a pleasant manner. But just going around just getting images from other cultures that you don't have access, or your ancestors did not venerate those type of spirits or entities, not wise, okay? But y'all know y'all like to do what you want to do. So, you know, I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and rising sign Pisces. For some of you guys to think that, like, even when people give out bogus names, you can, anything that you create has your energy signature. Even if it's just like Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ, it is an entity that I made up, and now I publish it as my church. Well, it still carries my energy. What's up, Madam Oshu? Yes, she said nice of it. It's so important to understand this. Now, I got another for imitation as well as correspondence. Things that relate. We utilize those things to make a connection to a person, a place, or thing. Now, even though I'm putting this information out, I try to give it in a place where people that are grown and mature understand you don't knock on every door. And they also should understand. Oh, great. Okay, got that. Now, I want to talk about this. I'm not here to offend no Christians. I'm just trying to explain something. When we place these pictures on candles or under candles, we're just basically giving the spirit light and giving them a doorway into that space to fulfill desire. Now, I want to talk about, I ain't starting nothing. I'm just being honest, because a lot of y'all wonder why certain energies are in your house and why certain things are going on. No matter how you pray, put your prayer oil up and put your Psalm 91, why certain things don't work. We want to talk about this image right here. This image right here is in a lot of churches. This image right here. This image is in a lot of churches. Right here. This is who they call Jesus Christ. Right? This is not Yahshua. This is the person that they painted this picture in. Okay, let me give you an example. Santa Barbara was utilized to represent Shango. The person that had Santa Barbara knew they wasn't calling on Santa Barbara. They knew they was calling on Shango, right? C-H-N-G-O, right? Some people say S-H-N-G-O. The same thing about in certain, if you practice 21 divisions or certain Haitian voodoo, there are certain pictures that they utilize because they believe in Catholicism. I'm finna explain some of y'all, because some of y'all not for the radio, what I'm finna tell you. Now, people that understood that was a front of it, okay? I just want you to understand who this really is, of that said spirit. I just want you to know why you started liking Johnson so much, okay? So, or a doorway for this particular energy or frequency. So that's why we utilize them, or we get statues. They represent portals or doorways. What's up there, Jelly Sweets? So a lot of you Christian, when y'all out here praying in the name of froze video, I don't know. Oh, okay. It's I hope it's still fine. I hope everything's still going fine. I know they don't want to hear this, but when you're dealing with magic and frequency, you got to know when you go out and buy a statue, when you go out and go on internet and you print a veve or a sigil, or you print a picture of somebody, or you taking a picture of a spiritual person, or like a famous conjurer, and they do not know you, and you out here knocking on the door. Can you repeat it? You froze. It froze. Okay. Now, if this is what we want me to repeat, I can do it. All right. This is in most churches, especially black churches, this is the image of Jesus that you are kneeling before. Anybody that's out there in the ATR know that when we have certain images and portals, we use certain things. So I was talking about this particular saint that I work with for healing, right? And so I normally use Bablu Aye as well, but I don't have one up here on my desk. But I want to talk about this Jesus. And this is the real person that they painted in his image. And he was a homosexual man. He was the person that painted his picture was his lover. Nothing against it. I just want you to understand. But when you are praying to this particular image, this is why you see this particular frequency is so rampant in the black church, because this is what you praying to. When you these are doorways. This person actually lived. This is a real person. This is not a fictitious person. This is a real person. What is going on? Hold on just a minute, y'all. I don't know if it's my plug. I never knew that Apostle. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. My charger came out. Now, the people that actually do real conjure, they understand what I'm saying. That's why we use, I have this on parchment paper. I do most of my conjure on parchment paper. But I wanted to tell you guys, I ain't telling you what to do. I just want you to have a better understanding why we use pictures. And if you got a picture that you do not understand the energy or the frequency or the vibration behind it, then a lot of times you bring in an energy into your house, your apartment, your condo, or your place of business. Now, this particular guy was the son of a pope in the Catholic Church. Now, to all of those that do history, Catholicism is a light, a watered down version of voodoo. Okay, so when you are venerating, what's up there, cousin? No, my baby Pisces. When you are venerating this particular image, this is who you really calling on. His name is Caesar Borgio, B-O-R-G-I. That's who you really summoning. The same way we put those pictures on our ancestors, because they are doorways, they are places where channel. I just want Christians to know that the reason why you don't see signs, wonders, and miracles, because this person right here was never a miracle worker. This person was not an AJ, wasn't a mystic. It is somebody that the Pope had power in the Catholic Church, and he started allowing them to paint Jesus in the image of his son. It's really just that simple. When you don't really know what's behind something, and you just going based off what somebody's telling you, and you just out here, and you got this image, all of that, you bringing that energy into your house. The same reason why a conjurer like myself, what did I just do? I just dropped it. A conjurer like myself would utilize, oh, here it is. Just like I would utilize this image because I want to bring this energy into the space, or I place it over the picture of the individual because I want this particular entity or spirit or vibration to go in and do a certain work on a particular person. Thank you so much, baby. This is why they have statues of Buddha. It represents an energy, a light. Remember this, guys. I'm going to say this again. It said, ye are the light of the world. We are light beings, right? I wrote down here, pictures are images, and images are reflections of light. You are the light that casts shadows. Remember, we're energy frequency. We're vibration. This outward, we call them aura or energy frequency. But the reason why we use pictures in conjure is because we're utilizing them in a doorway to bring a particular entity or spirit into a space or place or in the life of an individual. Hopefully doing good, but y'all know how people be out here doing the most. Now, the same reason why they do statues, why they do pots, all of it is the same thing. It's sympathetic magic. It is representing or imitating or a particular energy, frequency, or vibration. That's why everybody can have an Ogun that's in the Lakumi or Santeria faith. But everybody's Ogun ain't the same. You understand? So I need y'all to understand that too. Now, the next scripture I'm going to deal with is Numbers, the 21st chapter, 8 through 9. To show all y'all Christians where it is. especially if y'all believe in the Bible. It says, the 21st through 28 through 9. It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent. Now, no, just in Exodus, they were saying, do not make anything, an image of anything in heaven and earth. And all this stuff that God was doing. All this stuff that it said in Exodus, don't do, God be doing this stuff. Okay, so the sorcery, the conjure, understand, it is trying to deter people lacking of experience or understanding what they're doing could cause them some havoc. Okay, but let me go on. It said, make thee a fiery serpent and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that every man that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. Verse 9. And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld or looked upon the serpent of brass, he lived. So here is Moses making a similar tool of a serpent. The very thing that brought the pain, the sickness, the disease. This is why we use Babaluaye, because Babaluaye can not only heal sickness, but he can bring sickness. Okay? There are certain entities that have power of duality. That the very thing, they can bring success just like they can bring poverty. There are entities or loas or inkisi or impungos that we put pictures of or statues of because they represent that particular energy, and we bring that energy into our homes or into our churches or our synagogues, into our mananzas, because they represent. So we're not really bowing down to the physical house as much as we're honoring the spiritual or the spiritual light or energy that is represented in that. Same thing when it comes to candles. Let me get a candle. This is why imagery is so powerful on this, not only on candles, but the subconscious mind. So y'all see this right here? This is a green candle. This is my bayberry candle. All that represents abundance. This is why you see people, no matter if they a Baba, a Tata, a Hugan, or whether they're a mystic, Ajay, Kabbalist, Eastern Star, all is about symbology. They understand that brings that energy, that frequency in. A lot of times y'all get upset with me, especially people that don't come around my house. I tell them, do not bring great value into my house because that represents poverty. A lot of y'all don't understand. It's not about being bougie. It's not. You cannot fake energy. Frequency and vibration. Especially if you are a conjurer. Especially if you are a mystic. Especially if you practice magic. You of all people should know that emblems, sigils, things that represent a certain frequency. Everybody that sees Kmart does not think Bloomingdale's. Everybody that sees Ross doesn't think of wealth. They think of what? Shopping for less. So when you got those emblems, those labels, those subscriptions on you, you are drawing that free because we still like beings. I'm not telling you to go through it. Listen, do what you want to do. I just want you to understand, if you're going to practice magic, then you understand that the main reason why we use certain things on our altars, in our candle work, in our conjure bag, because of what they represent. And we're trying to draw that energy into our space. But if you're going to eat things that represent poverty, the same thing when we do ceremony, when you eat of the goat, when you eat of the sacrifice, you're eating of that spirit. You're eating of that vibration, that frequency. You're partaking in the fruit. Same thing in Christianity. When y'all out there doing remembrance of Christ, when you breaking the bread and you drinking your little grape juice. If I do it, we're going to use wine. But I don't do it. But if we're going to do it in my church, we're going to use real wine. Okay? But my point is, we understand that we are partaking in that energy, that frequency, and that vibration. So I hope I was clear enough. I hope that when you not only do your ancestor veneration, but when you're bringing certain things that represent the woman's womb or the things that represent a penis. That's like if people do conjure on a man, they can go get a cucumber. They can go get anything that represents a phallus. Anything. It can be a dildo. It can be a fruit. It can be a stick. a regular stick outside, and then you baptize it in that man's name, break it. You break his nature. You break his manhood if you got the power. I'm just saying. Remember, everything is spirit has to be behind. Okay, it ain't just that simple. But I want you to understand the context when we get pictures, and when I tell you guys to send your pictures in, and I place candles on. That's why that stuff works. Okay, that's the science behind it. That's the mythology behind it. That is the energetic frequency behind any form of picture magic, any sigil magic. That vibration, that frequency, that energy has to be awakened and must be alive in order for it to work and manifest for or against anybody or anything. I wanted to say, I said statues are the house and a reminder of the energy, frequency, or vibration. When you have statues of a particular Orisha or a particular Impungo, when you see the prendas, or you see certain clay pots, I want y'all to understand it is housing or representation of a particular energy, entity, or frequency. Do not underestimate like this right here. This right here, Bible study night, y'all. This represent, especially in Japanese and Chinese cultures, they use the frog because the frog represents forward moving. No matter how much a frog jumps, it don't jump backwards. So if you place this in your business, your church, your mananza, it represents your business moving what? Forward. Okay? What direction do you want to move forward in? That depending on which direction you turn the frog. North, south, east, and west. When I'm working healing for certain people, I tell them what area of your body. Send me a picture of that area of your body that is aching or is in pain. And I take a picture of that and I work on that particular area. Because I target the energy of that particular area, because now you've captured that particular area of the energy or the frequency of that particular area, and therefore as a magic person or somebody that practices real conjure, I'm able to affect that particular area that hurts you or that you got in pain. What else I got up in here? Okay, this one right here. I got all kind of stuff on my thing. This right here, even though this is beeswax, it represents the beehive. So this can be used in a prosperity spell, because remember, a beehive is always active. A beehive is never asleep, just like an anthill. It's never asleep. It's always active. But what most people mess up when they work with honey, they forget that honey don't move fast, or molasses don't move fast, and they be trying to do swift work. A lot of this stuff, because y'all don't understand correspondence, you don't understand imitation. I had one young lady, I said I had her to do a vision board of how she wanted her life to look. That's not how her life looked at the time. So I did a ceremony, and once she did the vision board and did a collage for me, she brought it to me. I blessed it. I did magic over it, and now her life is reflecting a lot of the stuff that she had on her collage, or in her collage. And even though she don't acknowledge that up to this day, you know, some people tell me, Pastor, couldn't be me, I'd destroy that work. It is what it is. But when you got magic. What's up there, Cartwright? Thank you so much for joining us. When you are doing magic and you got people working for you, this is why it's so important that you understand this. You stop walking into stuff being ignorant. And you also, if you do understand this, do not be out here taking pictures of powerful conjurers or spiritualists, and these people are not in covenant with you, and you knocking on their door, or they, you know, knocking on their door, and once these entities answer and you are not in relationship or you don't have a covenant with them, that's how a lot of people get messed up. My son, I read that you could create an entity, give it a name, and measure power, function, and most importantly, an expiration date. Very dangerous, but very interesting and effective. Yeah, now, I do that. You can create any entity you want, but it is made of your energy. Just like the reason why the name of Jesus has power is because black folks gave it power. That name did not have power because that name, the letter J, was not the actual name that has power is Yahshua, not Jesus. But black people, because of their dark matter and chaos energy, they gave that name power. That's why it had. Anytime we utilize, this is why we utilize those that believe work with Mosaic magic. Utilize the 6 and 7 books of Moses. If this is not in your bloodline and this is not something energy that you utilize, you should not be knocking on the door. I don't care what you read. I don't care what it says. You got to understand there's spirits, energies, a frequency, a vibration behind this stuff. Y'all see the serpent right here? Yes, does this stuff work? Absolutely it works. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But if you do not understand the energy that you are allowing to come into your house, and you cannot, I am too afraid to try it myself. I said no, sir. I heard. But let me explain this. When you create an entity, a spirit or a vibration, because we are gods and goddesses in this earth. Remember, if somebody get a hold of that spirit, somebody find out the name of that spirit that you created, then they can also manipulate you because that spirit is made out of you. Just like we made in the image and after the likeness of God. This is why we make clay figures or we make dolls or draw pictures that represent people. It's the same concept. Remember, when you're putting energy out there and you giving people access to that energy, that they can also manipulate you because that comes out of you. Same thing when it comes down to products. This is why I have certain protections over me, because I have products out there and they carry my ass shape. They carry my energy. They carry my frequency. Okay, this is not just this is why a lot of people get messed up, because they don't understand energy, frequency, and vibration. They also don't understand when you come out here on this platform called the social media, you are giving access to some of your ass shape, some of your energy. People listening to your voice, your vibration, your frequency. Whether it is 2 days from now, 2 years from now, or 50 years from now. That frequency, vibration is still. Words, energy is never destroyed. All right? Let's be responsible when we are here. And some of you guys right now, because you done took your picture. Let me see. I can't put somebody else's picture up here. Hold on. I don't put none of my clients' pictures up here. Okay, I'm gonna just use this as an example. You done sat there and put your picture because somebody, you saw it on the internet. Let's listen, because this Bible study. Let's talk about this. You saw this on social media, or you went and got you a spell book, and somebody told you to put you and their picture together. So what you basically did was open a door both ways. You place your picture and his picture, or same sex picture, together. And now you done gave him or her access to your world. And now you done, some of y'all put it in a jar, so y'all stuck together. And now you done got rid of the jar. And now you can't get rid of their energy and frequency out of your life, no matter how many relationships you get in. That's why y'all relationship break up. Oh, Darius wrote up here. Let's see. Darius. Y'all like to do spells and forget about them, but energy is never destroyed. And then you want to act like you don't know why your life is what it is. Stop lying to yourself, baby. This is a free country. You don't have to lie to kick it, Craig. Listening to irresponsible conjurers or people that lack certain information or knowledge. I put mysterious. You'll be out here doing so now. Or some of y'all had the nerve to put y'all pictures together with this man or this woman, and then you burnt it. See, when you burn the picture, you send it into the ether. You send it into the spirit realm. So now you don't even have a tangible door, because at least if you still got the picture, you can at least pull y'all apart again. But because you burnt it, now you done sent it into the ether and you not spiritual. So you got to find somebody that's spiritual that can go into the astral realm and grab and pull that image or cast that imagination that you done put in the ether down. Because you out here doing stuff, trying to be cheap and cheesy, trying to play like you a conjure man or conjure woman, and not understanding that you putting things in the atmosphere and they're still existing on a spiritual level. So no matter where you go and what you're doing, that energy is still over your head. That door is still open. When you utilize fire, you are transforming energy. When you done cast that particular bottle or that witch bottle into the ocean, that means now it is housed by emotion. Water represents energy moving. Emotion. And now forever, unless you find that bottle, whatever you done conjured, whatever you done put in that bottle is forever around your world. Y'all need to understand, if you're going to do magic, you need to understand. And if you're going to have somebody like me doing magic for you, you need to be asking questions. Okay, is this long-term effect or is this short-term effect? You don't put yourself with 7 different men and 17 different women. Now you wonder why your life is like a porcupine. Stop just jumping up and doing stuff and then thinking because you don't see no manifestation right now that that energy has dissipated. You didn't get rid of that energy. You didn't bind that energy. You didn't render that work powerless. And some of you going out there burying stuff in the cemetery, in the land of Oya, in the land of Baron Samzi. I need y'all to really think about what you're doing. You're placing people's pictures, their likeness, in spaces and places. And then you done forgot about it. You done forgot the grave that you put it at, and you done forgot about the actual graveyard you went in. And that's why a lot of y'all life tore. Because you out here tying certain energies to yourself because you don't understand. Out here doing destruction work and putting your own essence in the destruction bottle. Y'all crazy. You're crazy. Oh. So, once again, to all y'all Christians, that right there, he not no miracle worker. He done killed people too. That's why a lot of y'all, because you let people tell you what to do, you don't study to show yourself approved, and you won't sit up under nobody to really learn real magic, real energy, real frequency, and vibration, and then respect the process. You rushing in, doing all these different kind of conjure work. Let me explain something to y'all. No offense to nobody. You grown, do what you want to do. Every time you deal with one of us, you open another door. Every one of us have a different energy, a different frequency, a different vibration. And every time you get a reading, you open up a door. Every time you get a reading with a different person. If that reader does not know how to open the door and shut the door, and you're not doing it, thank you, Bo. I don't think I seen you came in, Boaz. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to respect the craft. I want y'all to respect the energy. I want y'all to know what you're doing because we grown. The beautiful thing about being adults, no matter what your practice is, that you have a basic understanding of what you're doing and why you're doing it and what's the benefit of doing it. And a lot of time when people doing conjure, they not realizing that you knocking on doors. Just because you don't know that's what you're doing doesn't mean that's not what's happening. And just because you lack the understanding doesn't mean that you're not participating in a spiritual ritual. Whether your pastor doing it, whether the deacon doing it, whether the mother of the church doing it, or whether the tata doing the mumbo. My spiritual dad said, if you go to a spiritual party and you eat from that party, you're eating of the spirit of that party because those are the sacrifices. When you eat of the fruit of those to a particular spirit or a Risha or Loa, whoever, or ancestor, you are partaking in that energy and frequency. I need y'all to understand that we are light beings. Stop just doing stuff and not having, at the very least, have an understanding as a willful candidate that what you are partaking in. All right, we got mental clarity for Brother Darius. And then we got peace. Oh, I'm going to do all of gladness because it's over here. All of gladness for my Pisces. And then we got, where's my peace incense? Oh, right here. Bible study is to understand. It's not about being afraid. It's about clarity. It's about understanding. Why do I want this particular energy in my space? Why do I want the spirit of change in my life? Why do I want Ogun in my life? Why do I want Raphael in my life? Why? Just don't be doing stuff and not having an understanding of what you're doing. Why you want a particular frequency. 33 light, the live, especially the undercover watchers. Yeah, please, just hit like button, y'all. Don't worry. If I'm educating you, the least you can do is tip the waiter. All right, now let me also put some money blessing here for Darius in the mix for that. When you are doing conjuring and people have your likeness, and you're not blessing your life, all of you that self-hate, you don't love your melanin, you don't love, it's either for people to send negativity to you. Learn how to bless your reflection. Learn how to bless your image. Anything that pertains to you, you need to love it. That's why I tell you about self-love. Love every aspect of you. So when somebody wants to do something negative, I had people prophesying against my private parts because they were mad because I was giving it to somebody else. The devil is a liar. You understand? These are the things that people need to understand what's going on in their life and how to utilize pictures. And if you're going to knock on the door, at the very least, do yourself the service of understanding what's behind door number 3. I feel like Price is right. You need to have an idea of what doors you are knocking on in conjure. And once again, I'm still not going to tell you not to do what you're doing. You grown, but understand you're not an innocent person. And when you are opening doors that you cannot shut, and you're doing things that you do not understand, then don't walk around and say, well, I don't know why, I'm confused. Because each time you open a door, you open a part of your mind to that particular energy, that particular frequency, that particular vibration. And don't say no, you willfully, because you have no patience. You're not committed. The same ways people go around naturally whoring around, people go around spiritual whoring down. And you are walking around here with all these different type of energies. You don't know if they're petos spirits. You don't know if they're earth spirits. You don't know if they're fire spirits. You don't know if they're water spirits. You have no idea, and neither are you concerned until trouble start coming in your life. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're bringing in your house. Do your family, do your loved ones a service. Know what you're doing. Know what you're inviting in your house. At least if you ever seen the movie Twilight, Bella and Edward, at least Bella knew what she was doing. She knew what she was signing up for. I'm going to say it again. At least on that movie, Bella knew she was going to be a vampire. Some of y'all done become a vampire, didn't even know it. Because you don't study. You just say, oh, that's exciting, or that's new, or that's different. Is this conjure too real for you to be out here experimenting like that? Where's my lighter? I hope this really helped y'all, and I hope that some of y'all Christians did not take offense. I'm just telling you what you're doing. At least I know what's in my house. Let me show you another. I have a picture right here. In my office. These are doorways. See that right there? Those are loas. See that right there? Doorways. I got ancestor altar where it make it easier for my spirits to get to me into my spaces and places. But I have a relationship with these spirits. Y'all cannot be out here just knocking on. I'm just like it's okay to be curious. It's okay. Like I was telling a certain thing, everything you don't want to be able to see, because them spirits, if they see that you looking, they start coming towards you. They may ward. Like sometimes y'all don't realize everything ain't for you to be nosy about. You can't put your nose in everything because it don't belong to you. It's sacred for a reason. It's called mysteries for a reason, even in your church. I hope this really helped many of you guys understand that if you, wait a minute, The Walking Dead and don't even know it. Exactly. I hope that many of you guys that get candle work with me, or I'm doing certain spiritual services for you guys, understand some of y'all got y'all picture in everybody's hand. Some of y'all got y'all picture in everybody's pocket. Those are doorways. And then some of y'all had the nerve to fall out with certain spiritualists that got your pictures in their pots with their spirits, not your spirits, not your ancestors, their ancestors. I don't see the wisdom. This is like just like everybody don't have your medical records, everybody don't have your social security. Like some of y'all are so free willy-nilly with certain things with people that you don't have a relation with, or they don't have the type of character that they should have that possession. Now we can't do nothing about people that steal our image. But that's why you're supposed to be prepared for this kind of stuff when you come out to these spiritual streets. Whether you're in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, don't matter. When you get out on the social media platform and you put your image out on the social media platform, it is out there. And let me explain something, y'all. Even though some of y'all feel like because you're not seen on social media that people don't have your image, your voice has a vibration. Your voice has a vibration. Got your hair, your full name, your mama, and your daddy name loud. All I'm telling you is reading. Oh, my Scorpio want to read it. When it comes down to pictures, I want you to understand pictures are doorways. When you see, when you go into restaurants, when you go into buildings, and you see certain things, those are frequency, those are vibration. Like the art, that it's not just the McDonald's with the M. It was blessed. It was conjured on that particular image for that particular business. Every business has an energy signature, just like apostolic has an energy signature. I pray prayer to protect the enemies of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, just like I pray to protect me from the enemies of Samuel Ely Jr. Same concept. Because it has its own frequency, it has its own vibration. So when you start your business, when you start your entity or your corporation, remember, you have to bless that, put that under protection, because somebody can get that image or that likeness of your business. Remember on Coven, when Fiona was Fiona and Marie Laveau supposed to be were bringing down the witch hunters. They brought down their business with the same type of concept. What's up, Shamari? So, but we talking about doing good magic, positive magic, but y'all know it's duality to everything. So I hope this helped. I hope it gives you a better understanding. I hope it helps you understand what you're paying for, why it works, why they want your image, if you're going to work with somebody, especially you're not in their physical area, they're going to need something of your likeness or your essence in order to make that spiritual connection to it. Those in my church, they come physically to my church, so they get in physical contact with my spirit. To all of you all on social media, I get to you through other means, okay? I've been at this a long time. But that's why pictures are actually used in magic, okay? I'm going to do this reading for my baby Scorpio. I hope you guys understand and it makes sense No, sweetie, never too late. It's always a replay. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark. And notice I'm folding this picture away from me. Because I don't work with this Jesus. I don't work with him. And no disrespect to who work with him. That's y'all business. I ain't here to tell you what to work with. I'm just telling you what you're doing. Enemy. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring into light of my eyes concerning Kish the Scorpio. Kish the Scorpio. What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? Hey there! I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. Florida or something. Key Scorpio, Psalm 91 shows up in your shadow card. Angelic influence. It says, Hey Zayin Yud. It says, using this name, I can now access the network of angels. I can remove negative angels and their chaotic influence in my life and ignite the support and the assistance of positive angels. This basically is talking about just summoning and keep calling upon the divine help, that especially with that Scorpio energy, utilizing Mars energy most likely in order to support you and assist you in your endeavors. That's Psalm 91 verse 11. And then your middle card, Key Scorpio, comes up the power of prosperity that is present in your life. I love this card coming up. So this talks about your divine energies and your divine angels in operation. It says Samek Aleph Lamed. It says, I acknowledge that the light of the Creator is the ultimate source of all prosperity and well-being. This is really good for Scorpio. With this name, I summon the forces of prosperity and substance and ask for the strength to keep my ego in check when the other checks start rolling in. So this talks about something coming in, blessings coming in for Scorpio, and it talks about keeping ego out of the way. Don't, as they say, my mom would say, don't get the big head, basically. And then your outcome card, Scorpio, and I still would read Psalm 112 and 113 before I go to bed. It's order from chaos and outcome card. It says, Hey, Aleph, Aleph. It said, I know that harmony always underlines chaos, and with this name, balance and serenity are restored in 7 days of the week. Something very shortly coming into fruition for baby Scorpio. Keish, that's what this card talks about, but it also talks about balance and serenity, which is talking about tranquility or peace. It says, not only will my toast not fall on the butter side, it won't fall at all. So whatever is going to be going on in 2023, no matter what you're going to, you will not fall and you will not falter. This is a very good card, but there's something coming to pass very shortly for you, because it talks about restoration, something being restored to you within 7 days. But it also talks about not worrying about falling, because not only will your toast not fall on the butter side, to mean that the labor, the work that you've done, she said, what's coming? But it talks about some type of restoration, something coming in 7 days of the week, something being restored to you very shortly. But when it talks about when you butter a toast, it says the labor you have put in, the energy you have put in, you're going to benefit from it, and you will not lose what you invested. That's what that's talking about. Minister Mario, are we all clear? Is everybody good? I hope that what we talked about tonight, please, sir, ma'am, do not forget to hit that like button. And thanks again to each and every one of you guys that are in support. I literally am missing just the clothes that I have to wear through my the crowning. All of my sapettas, all of that stuff I already have. My Padrino said I'm ready to crown. Only thing I'm waiting on is to get the rest of my derecho up, and then I will be going through that process. And I thank God for already having Oya, Obatala, and the reaches already up under the roof. I be begging God to help me not to fumble what I asked for. I know that's right, baby. They just do not lean to your own understanding. If you don't know, just do not interfere in the work. Just trust your prayers. Trust your petition. That's basically what it is. I mean, for the rest of your life, that's really all it is, no matter if you initiate it or not. It just follow instruction and trust in the process. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a gourmet cook to be able to cook a decent meal. You don't have to be a chef. Just need to follow instruction. A lot of people think they got to be these super Christians or super tatas or mambos or who got to practice magic. You really don't. You just got to be true to what you're asking for, and don't work against yourself. I'm going to say that again. Don't work against yourself. Don't let your own mind, your own emotions, your own energy work against you, because you're not tending to those issues that in your life that bother you. Those fears, those insecurities. There are so many things that I try to tell people to warn them before they get, because to be straight up honest with y'all, these are the very areas that I attack my enemies. These are the very areas that people do not attend to, that make you vulnerable to spiritual attacks. I'm telling you that you make it very easy for spiritual practitioners of myself to bring you down, because a lot of the stuff you done swept under the rug. All we gotta do is send a thunderstorm in there. All that mess you done put up and run, come right on up, cause chaos in your life. It's hard to curse somebody that live a clean life. It's hard to curse them. A lot of y'all might not bother nobody, but you bother yourself. You may not out there being busybody in other people's matter, but you too busy in your own life. You trying to figure out way too much and don't have the capacity or the knowledge to figure out. Let me tell y'all something about this spiritual thing. It is vast and it's deep, and just not be out here just knocking on all these doors because you got a picture. Thank you. Let's see to my website. That's all I saw. I could be wrong. Darius, did you I don't understand. It said transmission is unstable. Or the internet. I think we good. But I think we all clear. All right, guys. Much love to each and every one of y'all, and good night.